Alright, welcome back. Episode 21 of Control in the 16th or so hour. I'm probably in like 18 hours. I do wish the game had the ability to track how much time I've spent playing this game. It'd be very useful. I think Xbox One has a time track for games that you play, but I don't think the PS4 does. Yeah, it's something I'll look into later. Alright.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
So this should be a place. Oh, that's...
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Can't tell if that's a glass. Nope, it's not. So that's obviously our house. Looks like all this stuff can be destroyed, kicked around. There's some plywood. It looks like literally plywood with nails, kind of. Alright, it looks like screw heads maybe. I don't know why I'm looking into that kind of detail, but and this just looks like a different color. Same kind of model, just different color. Some etchings out of it. Imagine I can knock these over. I should kind of start to walk up on those. That's weird. She doesn't really knock them over. Definitely pick up a tree, throw it. It's interesting how there's observation windows, horseshoe wrapped around the area. This must be a hill or an incline here. Stage 1. Stage 2. Should be stage 3. Stage 4. Red house. I mean, it's almost like an epicenter radiates out from here. X marks the spot for something. Alright, searching for the slide projectors that must be somewhere in here. Oh. Okay. Anybody hear that the PS4 got announced? And I was trying to. A friend at work mentioned that they had announced it, but I tried looking for videos on it, and I guess it's just details. It's not specific videos. It's numbers. It's talking about like the controller, haptic feedback in the controller. Talking about the different types of plugs. I definitely need to find more substantial videos, but it's more questions and answers, I guess. Hopefully, I didn't watch all of some of the other people's videos, whether or not it'll be backwards compatible. Just need to systematically take the small guys out that are chipping away at my health, and then focus on the bigger guys. Wow, they're throwing grenades at me. I'm tearing up my hometown. Alright, so those grenades are kicking my butt, but I should be able to pick up those grenades and toss them back. I downloaded Kingdom Come Deliverance on Xbox One last night. Tried playing through a little bit of it. Forgot that it was a first-person game. I'd like to be able to get up here on the second level and just pick them off while I'm inside there. I can. Oh, I thought I could possess him. Yeah, give me him. He can help me out. That wasn't good. Completely destroyed that model. Throw a grenade at me that I can then throw back at you. Give me the weapons that spell your demise. Grenades are definitely the way to go. I have somebody shooting from my left.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Alright, so imagine this is the dump. It looks like a bunch of hills. I mean, it looks like a bunch of hills of, like, rocks and pebbles. Sort of like a quarry, but I don't see a dump of any kind. It's telling me to keep going. Yeah, some of these battles look like they're hard, but as long as they just systematically, I mean, any other game, you take out the minions usually, and then you take out the big guy. Because if you focus on the big guy, he takes longer, and the smaller guys will whittle your health down. So it's sort of a given.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name.
Okay, I didn't know whether or not it would continue to play in my menu
I did
here.
find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s.
In the
named Thomas
60s, Thomas Zane. Not Billy Zane.
I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I'm trying to see if the psychiatrist sounds like Pope.
You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
I just got the notification that my video went live on my channel.
She's come back.
That was the little chime.
For a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse,
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
the industrial accident in your hometown that you believe Polaris caused.
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse.
Polaris.
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there.
Which I'm in
I
now.
have to leave soon. I have
So
to
Polaris
leave
is what's
at a
inside
very
Jesse.
specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Okay, so government cover-up in her hometown. Something happened there, affected both Jesse and Dylan. It seems that Polaris, this entity or whatever it was, melded with or decided to use Jesse as a host. But I think Polaris is what's generating some of the shimmering focus points throughout the game. So that spiral towards, the areas that you're supposed to go to. The building that she's talking about, the Polaris in New York, the building in New York that Polaris, the entity, is trying to get Jesse to go to is this one that I'm in, which is the Federal Bureau of Control building. This area up here looks like it's just been stocked, or supplies are being delivered. You got chairs still wrapped in plastic, cabinets still wrapped in plastic. Sealed area. Can't get through it. Yeah, these dishes here tell me I'm coming up on a possible save point. So they bring the dump here or recreate the dump?
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York.
She's listening to
Nobody
me.
saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Dump cessation of work order. Federal Bureau of Control. Notice, by order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the something department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Am I going to meet Dr. Darling? I don't remember if they ever told me Dr. Darling died. Alright. Small guys first. Small guys first. Going against my own rule. Oh, that was bad on me. I was trying to get the down a little bit faster. I was hovering right over some health. Little sloppy in my combat. A lot sloppy in my combat. It slowed my progression down considerably. The amount of times I die when I'm not using my shield, I'm not using my levitate ability correctly, and I get pushed all the way back here. So I gotta push all the way back through. Hopefully I don't get a lot of combat. Some janitor cleaned that up already. So it shouldn't be a full combat. Gotta keep hammering this guy. These guys just decide not to do anything. Alright. Definitely need a save point of some kind. Alright, back to the dump site. I still need to have that encounter, then search for the slide projector. Hopefully not die this time. Be very careful with my combat.
The whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Looks like I could trigger the spawning, then jump back up here, do all my combat from here. Oh wow, I'm surprised I hit that guy. That wasn't even a lock on. Oh, that's my shotgun. There's one guy hovering around here with me. I thought he was going to keep going forward. A little net or something going over the top there. Alright, now this guy here. the geometry to my advantage. And my levitate. Is he a heal guy? Some more people spawning here. Got one spawning what felt like right next to me. Oh no. Some significant damage from Chairman. Oh, careful. Alright, let's get... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going to have to go through all that again. I have to make my way all the way back. And it's very simple. I'm not paying attention. I'm definitely not paying attention. Yeah, it's even a harder hit when I know I'm going to get respawned all the way back to that other checkpoint to have to go through all those areas again. I mean, it's not a lot, and I could probably just skip by some of it, which I think I'm just going to go ahead and do. There's no need to battle all this stuff when I've already passed it. I mean, sometimes the battle doesn't even happen, like now. Oh, I had a bunch of health down there too that I could have partaken in. Alright, so let's do better. Definitely stay up at the top. That'll take care of some of the issues that I'm having.
Nobody saw a thing.
Trying to battle all these guys. I'm not sure what kept me in their line of fire as I was pushing behind cover. Might as well pick that up while I'm up here. Alright. Take out these guys one at a time. Nice and easy. Very methodical. Takes care of most of those guys. He still has some health. Yeah, wow. Gotta let it completely. I think it was these guys here that was doing the most damage to me. Shield definitely comes back quick. Oh, I missed. Missed twice. Pretty sure there's a second wave. Yep. Alright. Tiny guys first. Chair guy. Where's the chair guy at? This guy gave me some trouble before. Alright, somebody's hitting at me. Spending way too much time on that guy. I'm in the range of the chair guy. Let's go. watch it. My health is going. Alright, let's get down here. Come on. Come on. I don't like... I need to figure out a better way to... hover down. Chair guy up here doing some damage to me. A lot of damage. Yeah, I'm not having a good tactic against the hover guys. I thought that I did, but I am not doing a good job against them. So I think what I was trying to do, I would shoot them, that would stun them, and then hit them with something, but it doesn't look like that's working. Oh, yep, I'm gonna die here. Wow, I'm doing horribly against the hover guys. Is this the last hover guy? This guy's giving me the most trouble. I'm missing a lot too, so that's one reason why. He's dodged almost everything I've thrown at him. Wow.
We should check that lab.
So the hover guys are giving me the most trouble. So a couple of things I've been trying to, or a couple things that I need to focus on are something that affects the guys that hover in the air. So maybe a longer hover. A fall. Is it that I hold? Okay, I gotta figure this out. Okay, holding the jump. Holding jump lets me fall faster. Okay. Definitely should have known that well ahead of time. Probably would have saved me on at least one of those battles. Right, that's going to open the door. Let's explore around a little bit. Search Darling's lab for slide projector. Alright, so there's multiple labs that Darling has. This is the second one, I believe, that I've seen in the game. Or that I'm about to see. Alright, so I came through there. I've been up there. There was a collectible up here, so let's search up here just to make sure I don't miss anything. Another thing is I'm not quite sure what percentage of collectibles I've gotten at this point. Hopefully that's a statistic or a bit of information that the game will give me, and then I can go back into these areas. Curious, if you're watching this video and you have the time to comment, what would you think would be the more preferred way to provide player information? So right now I'm focused on story, combat, and I'm collecting because I know there's stuff there. Do you feel it more valuable to have the information about what percentage of collectibles you've picked up during the game or after the game? Obviously, if it's during the game, you're probably going to shift your focus a little bit. Did the developers know that, and maybe they'll provide it to me afterwards? So put your thoughts down in the comments below. What would you prefer, having data about collectible percentages during play, or have that provided to you afterwards, so you have sort of a after game, what am I thinking, post game effect, or I've lost the knowledge of what that's called, the end game. So let me know. Alright, was there a room back here, or just a small room here? I don't think there's anything back here though. There's some tables. Nothing to collect. Alright, let's go check out Darling's lab. I didn't see any collectibles pop up. There's a couple of rooms. There's a room back here. They're not really rooms, they're just sort of an alcove that sits off to the side. They've put stuff in. Oh, right here. Staring me in the face. Research Reagan's album cover. Rebirth. Greatest hits. Lots of stuff still to read in my collectibles. Alright, let's check this. Is this where all the videos always happen? I have to look at that, I'm not sure. Not one of his normal videos.
Effective immediately. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there.
See how it's off sync?
That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to...
The audio sync is, and videos aren't, the audio and video aren't synced.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
The slide projector. The single most destructive item on the planet. A 1980s slide projector. That could be a 1990s slide projector. I don't actually know what year all this is taking place in. Will one of my research documents tell me that? Case files. Floppy disk. Doesn't give me dates. Anchor supplement. Ocelot's Anchor. This was a new one. So background. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the area. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew, something, by throwing a tin bucket, or communicated with it, or engaged with it, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the something rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates, which is there, Latin long, redacted, and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the ship to the U.S. port of something. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau via the something. You know what would be cool? Is if in some part of the game, or if I collected 100% of the items, all the redacted lines get removed. Because it almost looks as if they can be removed. If you look really closely at each of the redacted lines, it doesn't have a perfectly straight line. It almost has a jagged edge, to the left and the right. So it looks like something that is digitally placed over and not, a representation of a marker or of a Sharpie or whatever it is. It just looks like a overlay, and it looks like it's something that could be removed. That would be very cool, because there's a lot of redaction in just about every one of these. So it would be pretty cool. You can see like how that line just looks like a digitally stretched overlay that could be removed based on, I don't know. That would be cool though. Looks like it's something that could be possible. I can go read all of that stuff. I'm into the lore. Alright, so green means it's going to be a low level one, or is it yellow? I think it's something new. Entropic Echo. Imagine corrupted sample. Alright, let's Oh, back into battle? Oh, chair guy. Oh, come on, chair guy, don't kill me. Oh. There you go. Pick up his health. I wonder if the sphere that they're talking about is this thing. I feel like there's another... Yep, there is. And he's the guy that heals himself. Alright, let me take care of this guy here first, which I just failed in doing. Alright, that guy's taken care of. Alright, let's focus on the bigger guy. Load. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. Levitation ammo capacity. Levitation ammo capacity. Alright, let's jump into here real quick. Shatter. Alright, they're all... I haven't used my spin in a while. Let's swap the shatter for the spin. Let's upgrade the spin with something here. I think I said I was getting rid of 2s and 1s. So let's deconstruct the 2s and the 1s. Now I'm not sure whether or not, I'm assuming that if there's a level 2 version of something, there's a level 3, 4, and a 5 version. I'm not 100% sure if specific mods are only available at specific levels. Alright, damage while low on health is increased to 80%. What I currently have is an increased rate of fire, 89% low health. So, I don't know, let's try that. Switch to the other weapon when I'm low on health. Not quite sure what my percentage is required to be in order to take benefit of that. The pierce, let's see what we can do on pierce. So right now I've got damage while aiming is increased by 32%. Let's zoom. I don't really need a zoom. There's a level 2 I can get rid of. There's a level 5. That's only for shatter. Damage while low on health. Yeah, I guess so. Both weapons will do increased damage when I'm low on health. Alright, can I increase these? I got a couple level 2s and level 1s. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of this one. This one, that one, this one, and the next one. I've got a level 4 here. So what I currently have is launch energy cost is low. Health recovery on elemental pickup is increased by 49%, which I definitely need. Energy recovery speed. And then I've got this level 5 that I'm using here. Wait, those are those two. Alright, we'll just stay with that. I did talk about some hover capability. Is there anything that gives me more damage or health protection while I'm hovering? Health, 29, energy, launch energy cost, seize speed. Ooh, I've been looking for doing that. Seize speed is plus 63%. Alright, energy recovery speed, 39, health recovery on elemental pickup, energy launch cost. Let's definitely do that because I've been asking for it and it's been there. Been available for me. Alright, so C speed increased by 63%. So let's see how that, because usually I'll get myself into a position to where I'm wasting a lot of time. Research ashtray maze. So is this going to give me a shortcut? It looks like it will. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas in containment that I haven't looked at, and I'm supposed to go back to research. Alright, so let's... I wonder if this is permanently open now as a shortcut. I would appreciate it if it was. If it closes on me, behind me, then I guess that would be a no, but looks like it's staying open. Appreciate it. Alright, still got those things down here. What are those things? Let's go into research here. Research records, case files, correspondence, multimedia. What is normally, I think research and records is normally where? The barrier, no. Charge, no. Field research, HIS cluster. I don't think that's a HIS cluster. I think those are the spheres. Let's see, HIS distorted. Read this one. Field research on HIS entity, HIS distorted agent. I think these are the ones that explode. Confidential summary. HIS distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the HIS distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The HIS distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use HIS resonance to refract light? Kind of read that weirdly. Does it use HIS resonance to reflect light? The physical deformation of this particular HIS entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Refer to file, whatever's been redacted, for full report. Alright, so elevated, guard, ranger, sniper, trooper, warped might be it. Nope. Initial impressions, linguistic ability, I'll read that one. Analysis of HIS threat part 2, confidential. Summary. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the HIS entities, which I've been hearing pretty much through the entire game, right? In the interest of safety, this was done with a non-aggressive floating HIS entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent HIS entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the HIS corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. I'd like to hear that audio recording. Speech analysis, timeline of events, airplane, astronauts, bureau expenditures, trench, hotline, security log, Jesse Faden, movement tracking. All the places that I've been. Is that Wyoming, Nebraska, Indiana, Illinois? What is IA? Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. Is it Indiana? South Bend, Indiana. Is it Iowa? Des Moines, Iowa, yeah. Huh. So they've been tracking me. They were tracking me for 2 months, it looks like. September through October. Eastward movement, cause for concern. Yeah, so there's definitely areas in the game that relate to some of these documents that I keep finding. Will I make it all the way? Yes, I will. Alright, so I've got the ability to seize. Alright, so I have 3 to spend. What do I want here? Shield strength, melee damage, which I haven't really been using a lot of melee. Energy, health. I've been dying a lot. I might need to increase my health. 10% to seize duration. Now that I'm able to seize them quicker. Press while levitating to slam into the ground and damage nearby enemies. You know, I think I'm going to go over here and upgrade some of my health because I'm getting into more um, difficult enemies. So I'll take that one. That takes me to 0. I need to do... Am I maxed out on milestone rewards? Yeah, it looks like they're all green. Do I need to push that a little bit more? Let's Astral Constructs. I should be able to build... I'm still not able to build the charge. I've only got 1 corrupted sample. I've been trying to build that charge for a while now. Alright, unlock the 2nd mod slot, increase base weapon damage. I might actually want to do that. What am I going to lose? Alright, I'm going to lose 10 impulse, 3 trend, entropic echo. Astral blip, remote thought, and source. I'll lose 25,000 source. Here I'll lose 24,000, so I'll still have like entropic echo, hidden, and ritual. So all the stuff that I have here won't be lost. So I'll still be able to upgrade my Pierce, which I've been using a lot, and still have enough left over with just the lack of the corrupted sample. So upgrade that Pierce, give myself another slot. That still gives me enough for the charge minus the corrupted sample. Alright. Let's go at, let's see what we got on mods. I could upgrade for, oh, nope, that would take my corrupted sample and entropic echoes and a lot of source. Alright, so let's, how much of this does it cost? 1,000. So let's get a random obscured personal mod. Health boost. Health plus 35%. Alright, let's go back. Let's finish this, which I've completed. Collect that reward. And I should be getting ready to go to research, and I believe some of those are available to me now. Charge maneuvers. Alright, kill enemies with the service weapon in charge mode. So I don't have that one, but I'm going to keep it. Just to remind myself, I need to get the sample. Do you smell the plant mold growth? A matter of taste. So that's coming from the Bureau of Building. Kill mold host in the research sector, which I am going to research. In research sector, I'm going there. Maintenance sector, containment sector, which I was just in. Darn it. Alright, so I can only have 3 at a time. Let's move out of here. Let's fast travel to research. And let's see where I'm supposed to go here. Which one's the closest? Probably there. Not sure how I push. That's a massive area over there. That's been scribbled out. Plus that area up to the top right. Alright, let's go there. Alright, so we're at about 49 minutes into this episode 21 of DriedMoss Explores the game Control by Remedy. I appreciate you guys if you've been coming by regularly, or if maybe you didn't come by while I was streaming live and you jumped into one of these videos and then just started jumping around and watching some of the other episodes. I try to do it that way, so if you came in a little late and you jumped into this video, I put them in episode format just so that you could watch them at your leisure. I haven't seen any of them blocked, so I don't think I've done anything that is preventing me from keeping the videos up. I've only experienced a blocked video in Grand Theft Auto whenever the Diamond Resort and Casino got released. I went into my penthouse and watched some parody video on implants throughout the world, and because I let the video play in its entirety and I probably didn't talk over it, I might have laughed over it, but it took that as, I guess, copyrighted material. A claim got put on it, and YouTube algorithms blocked the video. Alright, so which way should I be trying to go here? Probably that way. Try to cross some of the void, or now that I can hover, will I get the ability to... Oh wow, you just came out of nowhere. I just killed myself by falling. I should have double tapped the X button. That would have arrested my descent. My fault. Alright, so I'll play in this episode for at least another 10 minutes. Maybe get over to the area in the research sector that I need to go to. And make sure that if I'm ever falling down at a high rate of speed and I'm reaching terminal velocity, to double tap the X button to make sure I can slowly descend safely and not shatter every bone in Jesse's body. let's go into here because now I've got a new mod slot for my Pierce. I got a new personal mod here, and I think that was health recovery maybe. Let's check out what I just got. So this one gives me a health boost of 35%. Energy launch, health recovery on element pickup. So let's give myself more health so maybe I don't have to pick up as much recovery. Alright, let's put a second slot in here. Don't need that. I don't have any 2s. I'm going to keep it at 3, 4s, and 5s. I don't necessarily need a damage while aiming. Let's get both of those. That sounds about right. Alright, missions. Let's go over and see what board countermeasures. I got to remember that kill enemies with the service weapon in charge mode. I don't have that yet. I'm going to keep it just so to remind myself I need to upgrade or buy the weapon in charge mode. Buy the charge mode for my weapon. Kill mold hosts and kill his snipers with headshots, which I should be able to do fairly well with my Pierce. Alright, so Pierce is doing more damage now. I fell all the way down there. That's what got me killed. And the direction that I need to go is that way, into the corner there. Alright, so that's kind of how I did it. I did a little sloppy. Alright, so she'll go down on her own. Nice and slow. I hope there's the ability to, when I go into this hover, that I ascend more. That would be cool. Maybe they were trying to limit that, the manipulation there. Power to the player, right? Sorry, that's a GameStop logo, not my own. For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid? That was Dr. Theodore Ashe. Alright, I am in this corner. I don't know if I'm on the right level. Obviously not if I'm pointing at a cafeteria. It might be up on another level. Why did I hear heavy breathing just now? Alright, so might be up a couple levels maybe. Let's move up. Move up and around. I'm hearing a shimmer. I hear a shimmer coming from over here. Anyway, there's an enemy up there, and I think he's purposefully... Alright. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, just take him out for me there, buddy. Should probably help you out. Oh. That is my spin, not my pierce. Yeah, capturing them faster is much more useful. He's got his own spin. Must be the way I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna do my own spin. Ooh, I grabbed it anyway. Ooh, careful, careful. I need to change the spins. I just capture you. Or seize you. And then he can help me. Makes more sense. Capture quickly. Yeah, much better. Why don't you take care of him? Come on, dude. Help me out. Alright. I'll do it. You deserve to die. You deserve to die. It's over here. Anything worth my time? Oh, it's a new one.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them?
He's not wearing his glasses.
What's the deal with the hadron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat.
I don't have an HRA.
Don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Interesting. So I kind of understood that the HRAs are some type of protection. Okay, so I picked up a collectible and all those papers fell off the wall. It's definitely an interesting lab. Lots of collectibles in this area. Smiley face, sad face. See, these actually have writing on them. Where there was a room, I believe it was the previous episode. It was episode 19 or 20, to where there was a room just full of sticky notes. But there was nothing written on them. Alright, I think I got everything in here. Nothing else to do in here. Alright, so this should be the way that I'm wanting to go. Yep, top level. I do need some of this health. What is that I got? Intrusive pattern. No, what I need is, I can't remember what I needed. Can I move some of these? And I've got a 4 here. That's just zoom. I guess it would make it more of a sniper rifle. Alright, I've been in this area before.
Changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
I like how they are actually on a parallax. Like it's not just a paste over the screen. Like I'm actually able to move. I don't know if you could tell that. I can move into it more. So all these different areas. They probably should have put some above me, make it look more ominous. But see how there's 4 of them back there. All right, we are at an hour, 1 minute for this episode, this broadcast. All right, so this must be. Oh, wow.
Bro, contact the janitor if you need to get through.
Broken? How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Ahti.
All right, so I think this is actually a pretty good place to stop. All right, that does it for episode 21. I'm in my 16th hour. I'm probably closer to 17 hours. I'll pick up right where this one left off, and episode 22, I might try to knock that out within an hour or two. Grab some food real quick. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. Please leave comments if you're jumping in on any of these episodes or any of the streams that I do, that I post. Tell me what you'd like to see more of. If you'd like these run-throughs of games in episodic form, or maybe just return to us when you've progressed a little bit more, because these videos aren't really what we're looking for. So I like to do it primarily for recording purposes. So hey, if I'm playing, why not stream and record some of that time? It's time well spent. It's things that I can revisit later. Here in the future, I'm probably, after I beat the game, I'm going to make a video just where I'm reading all those documents. Probably the most boring video for some, but for me, I think it would be an interesting little project to try to read through all those documents. And call me crazy, I've even thought about typing all of those things out, or voice to text, and having all those documents available, writing in my own things to try to remove the redacted parts. But yeah, call me crazy. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll check